bell. Do we get a bell for Craig's Corner?
Yeah, because after you have some coffee, you need to take a crap in Craig's Corner.
That is no lie. No lie. And the older you get, the more it happens.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah, and this is the first Craig's Corner. Reading a book, Mr. Jason. Well, actually, I'm reading like 4 books at the same time. So I kind of switch subjects. It's a lot of fun.
Good? Is that a good method?
I don't know. What's good? What's bad? Why do we have to make labels? Why are there labels for everything?
True.
You know?
True.
It just is. And it's working because I'm getting through different subjects. I mean, you at school, you know, when you were in school back in the olden days, not Elon's school, but in regular school, you go to English, then you go to history. So that's what I'm doing. A little potpourri of different subjects.
I wonder if that's the best method. They should just do like 1 month of English. Go hard on it. Learn it. Go hard.
Go hard or go home. Well, you are home.
I don't know.
On Zoom. They're doing it on Zoom. I walked in, not to
Zoom
get
mark?
off of subject here.
We haven't even started a subject.
I know. I walked into my son's room and he's got Zoom going because he's in class. Right. He has it on mute and he has his guitar and he's watching a YouTube video and learning some song. That's school these days. He's got straight So to your previous coffee talk, the metrics are there. If we track and measure the desired results, the metrics are there. So there's no need to intervene with the current process. Yeah. So reading this book, just started this book and it's really cool. It's called War. It's by Robert Greene. You can get it on Amazon and all that stuff. War by Robert Greene, or the 33 or something strategies of war. And it's really interesting because what they're talking about is here, I'll quote this part here if I can get back to my note.
I would love to hear a quote.
You want to hear it?
Craig's quote.
This is what it says right off the bat. We are trained and prepared for peace. We are not at all prepared for what we are confronted in real life, which is war, right? Especially in business, because you're going to get up against competitors who are going to act like they're your buddies, and then they're going to take the ideas, which are already ideas that exist anyway, right? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that we, that's what we do. In our I know both of our agencies, we do a lot of training, role playing, and that's what we're doing. We're preparing for battle at those points so that when we do go into battle, but even more to that point, maybe a couple steps back, there's a lot of parts in business that is war, and maybe we should prepare for that more.
Well,
prepare more for that war.
Yeah. I think that a lot of folks, because of that, right? Because we're taught to be polite, we're taught to do all these things. And I think that you can also engage politely, like the British did in the Civil War, or not the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. They were very polite, standing in lines and not, but it didn't work. You have to approach it differently. For example, right? We do a lot of leads. We have the whole process that we attack internet leads with. That initial phone call, sometimes when you get a transfer or when the producers get that transfer, the person doesn't necessarily want the quote, right? And Jason, does anybody ever want a quote? Really?
No. Who does?
Right. It'll, even if they wanted it, it's email it to me, shoot me the number, right? They don't want to go through the stuff that we need to go through to create that value and sell the product, right? They don't even want to start that process. And so we're taught on the phone, you're polite, the person says something, and then you agree with that and give them what they want. And maybe that's a customer service mentality. Maybe that's how you talk to your mom. That's how you talk to your friends. But it's a totally different thing when you enter into this more conflict centered call, right? No, I don't want to quote. And what's the typical producer going to say or agent going to say if they're told that? Right? If they're not properly trained, they're going to say, okay, are you sure? Right. First of all, they're going to ask, then they're going to dive into that. And then, are you sure? It's only going to take a minute. right? So I think it's really important to be prepared for that conflict, right? For that battle of the overall insurance war, so that you can get there. And that's what this thing goes into. It goes into a lot of 33 different strategies. I mean, I'm not even to number one yet because I just got it.
You're not even to the first strategy?
No. So you just wait. There's going to be 33 more of these with some great strategy.
So what page are you on this book?
It's page 2. I just got it yesterday.
Okay. So we have, let's go through what 4 books are you reading?
I don't know. I have to go in there. I am reading .com Secrets again.
Okay.
Which is an oldie but goodie, right?
Grady. It's a Grady.
I don't know. You put me on the spot here.
Did you pull up an arbitrary 4?
No, I really do have 4. I have a Carlos Castaneda book.
So what you're saying is the material's really sinking in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's like, what subjects are you in school? What were the last 4?
That's true.
Semester?
Especially on the spot.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's a coffee talk. Prepare for war. I don't know. I think that's it. Like, write down the list of all the things, all the objections, all the roadblocks in your agency, all the roadblocks. It can be even, some sort of weird, follow-up process you have. What are all the objections? What are all the roadblocks? And then write all those down and figure out the best way to overcome them, and then practice them. Practice and practice and practice.
Yep. I think it's important to recognize, right? So most people are conflict averse, right? They don't want to go into conflict. They will do everything because it's pain, right? You're gonna move to avoid pain, right? And so the same thing on the other side, that person that you're talking to is trying to avoid the pain because the quote's pain. But you have to win. Yeah. And so if proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. So the 6 P's. If you're properly prepared for that conversation with all the things they're going to say, you're going to wear them down, and they're going to give up because they don't want to continue the conflict.
True.
Yeah.
I like
and that's it, right? It's a Tony Robbins thing.
If you drink enough water, you're going to have that before noon.
6 P's. You probably are supposed to have 6 P's before noon.
Did you try to do P words in there?
What? 6 P's?
Yeah. Well, you said supposed to. You said a few P's in a row.
Okay, you watch your P's and Q's. And that's a coffee talk for sure.
What are the Q's in the P's and Q's? Questions?
Mind your P's and Q's.
What does that mean?
Well, what are the P's? People and quotations.
People and questions?
Mind your P's and Q's. Hold on. Mind your P's. That's what I want to say to somebody when they ask, hey, does anybody know where the best place to buy a blah, blah, blah?
Mind your...
It means, it means mind your manners, mind your language, be on your best behavior. Attempts,
what is the
notes and queries?
What's the P? What's the Q?
Oh, when pupils were taught to write lowercase alphabet, the positioning of the vertical line before or after the circle represented different letters, D and B, P and Q. Pupils all had to mind the placement of the letters when writing the alphabet. P comes before Q.
That's the stupid. Yeah. What a boring.
In this case, the proper spelling of the phrase should be note your P's and Q's.
What? Oh, whatever.
Well, I'm never going to, you know what? That's it. I'm not using
Let's never say that again.
No, it doesn't deserve it.
It doesn't. Let's sweep that under the rug, Mr. Craig.
Oh, another one. All right. Well, what if they want to text us, Mr. Jason?
If they want to text us, they're going to have to text the texting community, which is awesome because you will personally get a text message from Craig and I. We're the only ones in there right now. If
I
they go
fired
to
one out today. A couple.
Nice. 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219. It's fun. It's fun to text, and you might even get an emoji.
Yeah. And you can save it as a contact in your phone, and you get a little picture of the insurance dudes right there in your phone.
That's fun.
It is fun. That's what it's about. If you're not going to have fun going into conflict and war, then what can you do?
Yes. True.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to do write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes, it's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.